So today I wanted to showcase a new challenge suggested by Lemonade Glass, and it's called the 12-tone row challenge. A tone row is a sequence of different pitches. We'll be doing a 12-tone row. We go through all the pitches of the chromatic scale without repeating a single note. We also have to spin the wheel of themes. Okay, and we get the desert theme. And first things first, we want to decide which instrument will be playing the 12-tone row melody. I think piano would be kind of boring, so let's go with the flute and clarinet. 10, 11, 12. This would be one 12-tone row, for example. All of these would have to be played without repeating. Start figuring out how we want to do this. Something very regular in rhythm. And so now we've got our 12-tone row melody, and it's going to sound really odd. And maybe the oddness is actually playing in our favor a little bit. So now I think what we want to do is add some rhythm. How's something like this? And I think if we make the note shorter, we can bring that down actually. Rather than covering up this 12-tone row in chords, I want to actually follow it. And now I'm just gonna fumble around. Can't really determine what key we're in because the whole idea of a 12-tone row is that it removes all concepts of a key. It's a little bit too much chaos. Yeah, let's grab all this, move it down. This kind of reminded me of something like a Ganondorf's theme. I know Koji Kondo, he likes to do some creepy shenanigans with his music by breaking the norms. So we've got a melody, we've got some chords. I think I want to go with some hats or something like that. I think rather than following the piano exactly, we can do something like this to bring out the desertiness. Get some very long notes on the low strings. And we want to sort of follow the notes of the melody, I think. I think adding some toms is going to give it some movement, some driving footprints, you know, like tirelessly walking in the sand. Alright, so now we really got to pick up the pace. Now let's clone this. Some fast movement to really drive you forward. Man, this is really challenging. Let's see, let's copy this. I think this chord pad really adds a lot. I think here we want to make the melody even stronger. And the way I propose we do that is by introducing the electric guitar to riff off of it. I think we want to keep it a little bit low so it doesn't distract from the deserty vibe. Kind of mirror the chord pad a little bit even. I think we gotta hit some drums here for sure. Let's get that normal kick and snare going. I think we emphasize these offbeats a little bit. I think we need to randomize the velocity of the piano a little bit just to make sure it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. I think we want to add some variation in this first part. I wonder if we can even add that to one of the later chord patterns, maybe to make it feel full and everything. see if we have enough time for the bass. Clone this. We want to get that chord pad a little bit spicier, and I think the way we do that is we bring the chord pad up an octave. Copy that, duplicate. Now, if needed, that can be our loop point. Let's go in, check out what we can do for the bass. I think for the bass, kind of want it there for some substance, so I don't want to distract from anything else too much. I don't think there's that much room for a real rhythmic bass. What we can do, actually, we take the notes of this 12-tone row, we can add it to the bass to really draw that out. It's a real tricky spot, though. Yeah, I don't think that'll work because it's just not the right octave for this bass to do its work. Alright, I listened to just those parts to make sure there wasn't any nasty dissonance. I think the bass fills it out a little bit. Now let's take that, copy it to the other ones. Maybe we can layer the flute an octave. Okay, so it can go up there. It's straining the clarinets a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll add a solo flute. Kind of want to make it do some of that piano rhythm though. Copy all that, let's add it to our flute. We can go up 2 octaves. Maybe let's layer it down an octave too. Copy all this, put it all in pattern 4. See if we can add some cymbal crack. Oh, right, there we go. And time's up. I think following around a 12-tone row for the melody made things a lot more time intensive, a lot more tricky. But I think it made it really interesting and fun. But for now, let's just take a listen. Okay, I think that was a really fun experiment. I don't have a lot to say about this. I think that I was kind of just locked in the zone and just trying to make things fit, trying to make things sound deserty, and I think it kind of did. And I think that it has that sort of old-fashioned Legend of Zelda vibe. I'm pretty happy with this. I think the novelty of the challenge made me a little bit slow, but I will be adding this to my wheel permanently. If I do this again, I'll only get better. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Recommend any challenges or theme ideas. I'm especially running out of theme ideas. And have a good one.